King's Eye, brought to you by Ellis Brown Architects.
Peter, what's Kelly's Eye looking at today?
Today, David, I wish I knew.
Well, you've got to be looking at something. There's a bit of traffic up and down. There's a few lonely-looking bollards there. If they are bollards, a bit thin. But we're looking directly across the road, so there's a building there, and you wish you knew what it was.
Well, I do know what it is. You missed the point. We're standing by a wishing well.
Oh, I missed the point, yes, of course.
Except I wish you could use it, because it's got this little rhyme on about using it, and it's a plaque saying it was provided by the Rotary Club of Douglas in memory of past President T.R. Ratcliffe. And we're on the promenade, and it was a wishing well, but now it's actually full of soil.
But we didn't come to look at this.
No, we didn't, but we're looking through it. We're actually looking through the decorative metalwork on top, which I'm fairly certain has been replaced since the original. And we're looking at a new building tucked on the end of Loch Promenade. Some will know it as Greensill'S Corner. Some will know it as the Rendezvous. I think we looked at the building when they were ripping it down, and the white faience from the time it was one of Collinson's cafes is all gone. And in its place is this building which, I don't know, I do wish the planners would get their act together. Fair enough, it's the same height, which is good news, as the adjoining properties. It's got mouldings similar to the adjoining properties. It's got bay windows similar. It's got sliding sash windows, except these ones for some reason are divided into 4, whereas all the rest of the promenade are just divided into 2, top and bottom. And then what has happened? Well, they've squeezed an extra floor in, haven't they? So in squeezing the floor in, the mouldings don't line up, and the windows don't line up, and the windowsills don't line up. It's only the top moulding is brought right through, but instead of being under windows, it goes halfway through windows. And then, of course, because every architect seems to think we're in Spain, they put metal balconies out on the front, which, of course, none of the others have got. And then the most incredible thing of all, these new apartments have basement parking. So here we are. We have a street behind, which is sort of cul-de-sac at the end of Castle Street, and so you'd expect, because of traffic, then to get in and out of the basement parking, that traffic would go into the dead end of Castle Street, so as not to cause a problem. But no, smack in the middle of this building on the front, there's a set of iron gates from which will emerge cars which come straight out and have to turn sharp left in a narrow section of road to join the traffic, which in TT week and 5 o'clock every day, of course, is nose to tail all the way through here to the traffic island in front of the Sefton.
Is that a major design fault, would you say, with it?
Time will tell.
Yeah.
Time will tell. No doubt the highway people have said it's okay by us. They've gone to the trouble on the entrance, which is to one side, of recreating the portico similar to the houses just at this end of the prom. They don't actually have porticos, generally speaking, at the other end, apart from the double houses. They've got plastic on the columns. They may well be polished granite, the same as the one next door, Berkeley House, and the next one, which doesn't seem to have a name at all, and the Gresham. They've gone to the trouble on the top of the balustrades. They're not the same, but they've gone for the nearest ready-made that looks like. And again, the corner pieces, they've had little caps done, which aren't as intricate, but generally speaking. I do hope they're going to paint them, that they've been cast in a sort of artificial stone, but hopefully it will be painted, otherwise it just looks the wrong thing. And there's this fiberglass moulding, which theoretically is holding up one of these bay windows above. That will probably come across, so whether the corbels go on to match the adjoining ones or not, I don't know. But of course, because it's the way it is and all modern, the steps start once you get into the building, and so you've got this passageway, which regrettably these things, and the same with the gates, tend to become urinals late at night. But that's something they'll find out as time goes on, because the doors are a good 8 foot 8 foot back.
Yeah.
So I'm sounding despondent, I suppose. I'll get told off by Charles Gard, I'm sure. The planners will say the rhythm is there, and I'm sure the rhythm is there if you're coming in on Seacat and you're 7 miles out. Yes, it'll look much the same as the rest, but I'm afraid as you get close up, there are a lot of things which just aren't right.
Given a bit of weathering, though, year or 2 or 3, this will look as if it's always been here. Oh, at least as long as the others.
Well,
not to you, but
not
to most
me,
people.
I suppose. Yes, I suppose it's like when you know a picture's crooked on a wall or something, or something was being put in, a shelf isn't quite right. It'll always be like that if you are aware. If you're not aware of it, then you'll walk past it and not think twice.
So, as we are by this wishing well, then when this building here has failed its usefulness or is ready to go again, you're wishing for something better.
How right you are.
Many of the most iconic buildings around the island have been designed by Ellis Brown Architects. Keep up with Ellis Brown today on Facebook or via ellisbrown.in.